Hey guys, my name is Peter Ferguson. I'm a realtor with Compass Real Estate. I do these drive around neighborhoods in DC so that for people who are moving to DC or switching neighborhoods and they want to learn a little bit more, just see what the neighborhood entails, get the overall feeling of the neighborhood. I try to do that so that helps you out a little bit, does a little bit of legwork for you. Trying to cover all DC neighborhoods and DC surrounding areas, so getting to the Maryland suburbs, the Virginia suburbs. Today we are actually driving around one of my favorite DC neighborhoods. We're driving around Logan Circle. Logan Circle is really charming. Just an awesome neighborhood. A couple things I love about it is that you have all sorts of living options, whether it's apartments, whether it's condos, large condo full service buildings, luxury condos. You got row homes, you got boutique buildings. When I say boutique buildings, I mean like a row home that's been converted into like one or two to three units. Just some really great stuff. It's a great spot for developers. Have done a great job of turning some of these places into just beautiful luxurious properties. It's also known for being the best spot for DC brunch. DC people love their brunch, and this is a great spot going off of 14th Street. It seems like everything kind of veers off of 14th Street here in Logan Circle. 14th Street has a ton of restaurants, bars, shops, you name it. So it's busy on weekdays and weekends, but especially weekends. The other thing I love about Logan Circle, in back regards to the properties, is we've got all these like amazing little streets like Corcoran, Swan Street, Church Street, that are like just off of 14th Street, and they are just really charming with row homes and little boutique buildings or big boutique buildings. I just highly recommend it. I hope this drive helps you out, and if there's anything I'm missing that you want to see, just let me know, and hopefully you enjoy the drive. Thanks. All right, so here we are. Logan Circle is, as I said in the intro, it's just an amazing little area of DC. It's right in Northwest DC in a really good spot, just a little bit east of DuPont. So you're really close to a lot of good stuff. There are some metros right around Logan Circle. But the real attraction is just kind of the beauty of the neighborhood. As you'll see, just like DuPont, it's just very walkable. You're walking through just beautiful homes, beautiful buildings. Just has an overall really positive vibe to it. The other real draw to it is it is one of the busiest areas for restaurants, nightlife, brunch, all that kind of stuff. So really cool. Right now in this drive, we're actually going around Logan Circle right now. This is the actual circle. We've got a few circles in DC, and Logan Circle is probably the most popular. As you see, these are just like beautiful buildings in front of us and to the sides of us. When we're going through, again, you're going to see a lot of row homes, DC row homes, and you're probably looking at them thinking like, I can't afford one of these properties because they are expensive. But what's so great about Logan is amongst these beautiful row homes is there's a lot of condo buildings, and big and small condo buildings. So really allows a lot of different price ranges for people moving into Logan. So this is just off of 13th Street. I apologize, in this video we do get a lot of stoplights, and some of them I cut out, but regardless, we do get a lot of stoplights. So 13th Street here, as you see, is a lot of big buildings. A lot of these are just beautiful condos. You've got some loft condos. There's some studios, 1 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms. Price ranges can be, in the
high 300s for like a studio, into probably $1 million for some of the higher end, some of the higher end condos on the street. I just sold a 1 bedroom or a 2 bedroom, 2 bath, or really 1 bedroom and a den and 2 bath, that sold for I want to say just under 560, and that's a pretty reasonable number on this street. Throughout this drive, you'll see a lot of people walking. This is early in the morning, probably past the time people are going to work, but before like lunch. So there may not be as many people as you might expect, but there are a lot of people walking, and throughout the weekends, you'll see a lot of people walking. You'll also see a lot of bikers, and I've mentioned to it before, DC is just a really, really active city. You'll always see a lot of runners, a lot of bikers, just people out being active, which is one of the things I just find super likable about DC. You're sitting amongst it, you can't help but want to partake and work on your health and just overall feel good. So now we're actually heading down 14th Street. Again, apologize. We're going to have a few stoplights. There's lots of stoplights. Again, I cut out some, but if they were short, and when I say short, probably like a minute long or less than a minute, little less than a minute. Sometimes I stayed with it, but so 14th Street is really the busy street. Just about everything off of Logan Circle is either off the circle, is described as either off the circle or just off of 14th Street. So on 14th Street, we do see condos, but we also see a lot of commercial. So we see a lot of storefronts, a lot of restaurants, coffee shops, bars, just lots of those kinds of things here on 14th Street. On the weekends, people come to 14th Street for entertainment. Again, just going out to dinner, going out to brunch. DC people love their brunch. People come to 14th Street. You also see a lot of bus stops throughout 14th Street. And again, Logan Circle, you can easily get to a couple different metros, but DC is also very, very, we do a lot of buses, and I always think the bus routes are really great. And once you're comfortable in the buses, you may never ride a metro again. They're really convenient. So you'll see bus stations all over Logan Circle. Now I'm just trying to take you down some different side streets just to show you kind of the beauty of the neighborhood. I showed you 13th Street, where you're going to get a lot of the big condo buildings. But then we go through the side streets, you're going to see a lot of row homes, and just how beautiful they are. Some of them look bigger than others, but they all just look really well kept, and just really, really nice. 14th Street does tend to have a lot of traffic. Again, this is a morning, after rush hour and before lunch, but 14th Street is a street that people head through all the time. So it's always going to have some traffic. And again, just some side streets, just to take a look at some of these properties. And if you're living here, just imagine taking your walks on the weekend. If you have a dog, or a kid, imagine being out and walking amongst all this. And it certainly is beautiful and feels good, even on video. I mean, imagine being there in person and taking these walks. You definitely are going to feel good, but even on video, it feels good just looking at it. Throughout the video, we've come back a couple times to the circle, to Logan Circle, and part of it's just I'm just trying to show you different streets off the circle. Logan Circle goes much further, but just trying to show you kind of around the circle, around 14th Street, the kind of properties that are there, because it's really representative of what is throughout Logan Circle and the area. You see a lot of cars parked on the side of the streets. Um, Logan doesn't have a lot of parking areas. The condos, a lot of them have parking, but a lot of the row homes do not. So you do see a lot of parking on the street. If you're coming over here for brunch on the weekends, or dinner in the evenings, it is not a real easy neighborhood to park in. It's definitely one of the more difficult ones to find parking. And if you're trying to cut it really close on time, it is definitely a tough one to find parking close to where you're trying to get to. One thing with DC, if you live in the neighborhood, you'll get zone parking stickers so that a lot of times you'll be able to park closer to your property. And the other side of the street, when you see the green signs, those are usually 2-hour parking. Real quick, we're on P Street here, and this is actually the street where you get, there's a Whole Foods, Sweet Green, Starbucks, among other restaurants and shops. But I wanted to point that out just because it's kind of everybody wants to know where the Whole Foods is at. And it's on P Street, just off of 14th Street. Again, just more side streets. We are going west of 14th Street right now. We're going to hit 16th Street, which is another real busy street in DC as well. And 16th Street also has a lot of large building condos. Very, very reasonable pricing for 1-bedrooms in this area. So it's just nice to know if you're moving here for the first time and just looking for a condo. There are plenty of nice 1-bedroom condos and even reasonably priced 2-bedroom condos along 16th Street. More red lights. Apologize for the red lights. We do get a lot of them in this video. It's just part of living here. Guys, if you haven't, and I haven't mentioned it yet, but if you haven't, please subscribe to my channel. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. You'll be notified whenever there's new videos coming out. And I try to do a couple a week. So hopefully this helps you. And again, I've been doing DC videos, neighborhood videos, and just outside DC. So far, it's been pretty much Maryland. But we'll be getting to Virginia as well. We're just going to stay consistent, getting out a couple to a few videos every week. Thanks a lot for watching. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to help you out.